Hello there. Oh, God. When will I stop referencing memes? Hi guys, JustDave here, and if you've already watched my top 5 characters series, go check that out. If not, what are you doing watching this video? Go watch those, they are very, very good. But today, we are talking about language. I always struggle when I make videos. I always struggle to get my words out and pronunciate what I need to say. And I'm speaking English. This is the language that I'm born to speak. It's the language that I know. But today we're looking at see what I mean? But today we're looking at the top 5 fictional languages chose by myself. So at number 5, guys, is Simlish from The Sims. The reason I like this language is because it's gibberish. It literally is. Anyone can speak Simlish. That's quite literally Simlish. Yeah, I think it's just goofy, I think it's funny, and the actual creator of Simlish decided that he wanted to make Simlish gibberish simply because it was easier for him to make up a completely made up language instead of actually translating the Sims, i.e. the English, dialogue into as many languages as he could possibly do. So he actually made a language in order to get around that. And I think that's really funny. Also, the creator of Simlish wanted the actual interpretation of the language to be left up to the player, which I think is wonderful. So if your Sim is going, you can actually, in your own mind, decide what they're saying. So yeah, Simlish is awesome. So yeah, number 5, Simlish. I think yeah, good start. So in at number 4, guys, is Dothraki. And the reason I like Dothraki is because it's very guttural. It's a race, it's a language for warriors. It's not a race for warriors. I should probably not have said that. Yeah, so it's a language for warriors. It's very guttural. It's very like meaningful. It kind of reminds me of like when the New Zealanders do the haka. It's very sort of crazy. So the creator of Dothraki described the language of the warrior nomads as a mixture of Arabic and Spanish sounds, so that the actual actors had a chance at actually pronunciating those words, because it is incredibly difficult to pronunciate Dothraki. So I'm not even going to begin. I don't know how Jason Momoa did it. I think on set they had like little placards with like the phonetic sort of pronunciation of the words. They just hold them up, and then the actors would speak Dothraki. So yeah, go for it. So in at number 3, guys, is Elvish. But Elvish in The Lord of the Rings is actually sort of broken up into like a massive amount of different words. It's kind of like American English and proper English. You know what I mean? So we're talking about Quenya. I feel like I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. It's a very ethereal language. It flows very lovely. It's very much like the Elvish. It's very graceful, and you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to apologise. I'm gonna have to read this because I actually got a little basically thing off the internet which describes the language. So without further ado, the most striking feature of Quenya is the highly agglutinating language, meaning multiple affixes can often be added to words to express grammatical. I can't even say grammatical. The irony. Grammatical function. It is possible for one Quenya word to have the same meaning as an entire English sentence. You with me, camera guy? For example, one could say they have seen it in Quenya, but in a single word. So yeah, it's a very beautiful language. I butchered the pronunciation of so many words then. God, I'm going to stop this. It's not just a video if there's beer not involved. In at number 2, guys, is the language of the Wookiees, better known as Shiriwook, from obviously Star Wars. And the reason I love this language is because it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. You know what I mean? And the actual word of Shiriwook translates to the tongue of the tree people, and to outsiders the language usually sounds like mere animalistic barks, roars, growls and moans, conveying a little more than emotion. Why did I choose language when I can't even speak English? God. But yeah, again, I found that little sort of piece from actual Wikipedia, so that's what they've said, and I completely agree. When you see Chewie go, you don't think that's sophisticated. You just think this is a big guy who's upset. He's a walking carpet. But yeah, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? I quite enjoy it. So, number 2. I'm going to need another sip of this beer because I am not ready to pronounce half of these words I'm about to pronounce. Number 1! 1! It is Klingon from Star Trek. And the reason I put Klingon in at number 1 is because I think it was the very first fictional language people actually went out and learned. So there are people in the world that know Klingon words. I know one Klingon word, which is kapla, which means success. Next time I literally have opportunity, so I can go, that's really good success, I'm just going to go kapla and see how my boss reacts. But here we go. I'm going to actually read a little excerpt from the official Star Trek Wikipedia page, so just bear with me. I don't think I'm ready for this. A design principle of the Klingon language is the great degree of lexical, it's gonna get bad, lexical, cultural correlation in the vocabulary. For example, there are several words meaning to fight or to clash against, each having a different degree of intensity. There is also an abundance of words relating to warfare and weaponry, and also a great variety of curses, because cursing in Klingon is actually considered to be a fine art. What other reason do I want to love that language? So there you go, guys. That was my top 5 fictional languages. Which languages did I leave out? There's obviously, I could use the Black Speech from Lord of the Rings, which was on this list, which I didn't actually put the top 5. I felt like it was too similar to Elvish, so I left it out. But yeah, that's it from me. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I will see you next time. Please, please, please stay safe, and more importantly, stay awesome.